Peace, I'm JSWISS, representing No 9 to 5 Music. I hail from Dobbs Ferry, New York, UNC Chapel Hill graduate. I represent being yourself, being authentic at all times, bringing quality and being the best at whatever you do. Like, if you're gonna do it, strive to be the best at it. And I do that with my music, bringing lyricism, cleverness, wittiness, and also bringing that substance and really talking about something as well as having fun and entertaining the people. Yeah, when I think about struggling as a musician, I think about my first couple years being at UNC, being a student and an artist at the same time. Doing shows where I would perform with like 2 or 3 people, especially early on. And we would do shows where it would be 3 of us and we'd only have 1 good mic. There were 3 of us, we have no good mics. Just crazy situations like that, doing things for student groups on campus. And you know, they didn't have the resources. And I think you're also going by, people are thinking, you know, they're students, so they only do it as kind of a hobby on the side. So you know, it's not as serious about having the preparation. And so, like, it was, we had some like struggle performances those first couple years. Like I said, small crowds would be like 3-4 people for somebody's, you know, fundraiser student group with like no mics, 1 working mic and the others busted. And from that, like, the biggest thing that I got from that is I really learned how to perform under any circumstances. Like, if you could rock a show where you don't even have a mic and you got 4 people and yet it's still live as hell. Like, by the time, you know, you get more experience and you get to do shows where, you know, you're in more official venues and you got 400 or 500 people, the energy to work off of that, and the mics are official, sound systems, all of that, like, you're just ready to crush it. Like, after doing all those shows where it's like maybe the mic works, maybe there's 15 people, you get more people, it's like, this is a luxury. You know, I got working wireless mics, I got monitors that work, I can hear myself, like, I got a whole big crowd to work off of, like, it's gravy. So, like, just taking those struggling experiences of paying my dues and turning those into a positive and learning from it, like that, I look back and I'm kind of glad I had those experiences, even though at first, you know, you're like, really? Like, you don't have any mics? But that's my first struggling experience as a musician. The thing that keeps me going through, because obviously it's not easy, like, music it's one of the hardest things to make it in. But the thing that really keeps me going through everything is just having a confidence and belief in myself. Like, I really feel like I could have quit, you know, a couple years ago, but I don't, because I honestly feel like this is something I'm meant to do. I'm good at it. I get a great response from it every time, you know, people experience it. And I feel like every day if I quit now, I'd only be quitting too early before, you know, it becomes something more sustainable for myself and more like what I dreamed it being. And so it's just that belief that it's not a if it's gonna happen, it's just when it's gonna happen. From experiences, you know, if you want to really do this as a career, you know, you have to get paid for things. And you know, just being more demanding of, like, you know, this is something I'm putting my time into it. Not only just getting paid for it, but also making sure, like, if I'm gonna do a certain show, like, everything's got to be a certain quality. You know, you don't have to be a diva about it, but, you know, like, you know, I need to be able to hear myself. I need to, you know, have certain things prepared for me to have the best show possible. In addition, also, you know, getting paid for things, but just being more demanding about everything being professional. Because I think if, like, you kind of let things slide, let people not be so professional with how they deal with you and just kind of let this slide, and okay, I know this isn't how it's supposed to be, but I'll go with that. People think that that's how they could treat you all the time. And then you fall into where, you know, you could be fighting against, you know, you get to a show and everything is not in place like it's supposed to, and then you gotta deal with all those issues, and that's taken away from you just focusing on your own performance and giving the best performance to the crowd. And that could even be in your head, you know, as you're performing if you let it. So that really just, you know, being more demanding. Like I said, you don't have to be a diva and be like, you know, have my only green M&Ms, you know, in the bowl when I get there and everything. You know, maybe you ask for a water or whatever, but yeah, just being professional and also demanding professionalism from other people. You know, I always thought that it's been important for myself to be professional, but also, like, demanding that everything is set like that, and setting that early. You know, when it's early on as an artist, you just want to take every opportunity But you know, it's really important that everything is set how it's supposed to be, so you could be the most quality yourself. So that's one thing that, you know, has really stuck out to me, and I've learned my lesson some ways the hard way, you know, but that definitely keep in mind right now. Peace, this is JSWISS from No 9 to 5 Music. All Caps, No Spaces EP is coming January 13th. I'm rocking with Out the Box TV. Be you, be authentic, be inspired. Peace.
I just worked, I'm tired, that's nothing. The snow fell real high, that's nothing. I had to work 4 a.m. to noon, that's nothing. That I woke up, that's something. The job's going pretty cool, it's a check. I laugh here and there, give time, give respect. Cool people, not long, we hit it off. I still say that I would make my best boss. Me and my girl still good, still together. She in a place with different languages and weather. But now I'm